the third, he left me right after the wedding. How rude of him. When looking around the bedroom, he didn't decorate the bedroom. And just a normal, and it's a black theme which isn't even my favorite color. Without wasting any more time, you walk towards the bathroom to change your dress. And suddenly you remember something and again went towards the cupboard for taking your clothes. As you look at cupboard, you become shocked to see that your clothes are not here. So you going out from the bedroom to living room. After some time, while ruffling her hair in a frustration, you walk around the bedroom. Taehyung looking at himself and then remembered the wedding day. As you again come into the bedroom after finding your clothes, you found out that someone is in taking shower in the bathroom, so you stood there silently for waiting for your turn. Finally, you stood up from the bed and with confidence walked towards the bathroom door and started knocking on it. Taehyung opened the door. I also need to. Before you can complete your sentence, Taehyung opened the bathroom door and walking out from the bathroom. He was wearing a black comfy night suit, and ignoring you, he went away from there. He walked towards the bed, completely ignoring you, leaving you totally confused. However, you decide to ignore it. Taehyung narrowed his eyes as he watched you, but tried to hide it from you. Taehyung, as you enter the bathroom, thank God. Now she is going. Taehyung also looked frustrated. Taehyung ruffling his hair in frustration. I just want to sleep. I need sleep. Taehyung, I have to sleep. Yeah, that's right. Murmuring to himself, he quickly lay on the bed, pulling the blanket over himself and trying to fall asleep. After a few minutes later, you are coming out from the bathroom while murmuring a cute and beautiful song with your melodic voice. You continue the singing while walking towards the dressing table to apply your nightcap, but as you glance at Taehyung through the mirror reflection, a smile on your face while looking at him through the mirror, maybe he is feeling shy and tired too, that's why he was sleeping. Otherwise, neither Taehyung nor you agree to this marriage. It was arranged by your parents. You had been in love with someone who wasn't as rich as your father, which is why he didn't up for your marriage with him. Your dad wanted to make Taehyung his son-in-law. So that's why he was also not agree for your decision. Unlike you, Taehyung wasn't in love with anyone. He was simply searching for true love, but he knew that you didn't love him and that this marriage was arranged by you and the parents for both the companies' profit. When I know I don't love you and maybe you don't love me either, but still I want to give this marriage a chance. Because even though it was arranged by family, but I will try my best to become a best for you. I will always be a good and perfect wife to you. I will try my best. After saying this, you close your eyes and drift into your beautiful dreams, saying, I want to give this marriage a chance, but I don't want you be upset why and that was arranged for both of us. Time skip to the next morning. You wake up as the alarm on your phone rings. After shifting a little on the bed, you finally decide to get up from bed and head towards the bathroom to freshen up. While Taehyung is still sleeping in the kitchen, Ryan, I don't know what kind of breakfast he like, but I don't want him to eat outside food, so I will just make my favorite breakfast like a soup, some fruits and pancake for something sweet. You are talking to yourself when you suddenly hear footsteps behind you. As you turn around to see who it is, you find Taehyung looking a little sleepy, his eyes still half closed. When Taehyung, are you wake up, Taehyung? I was sleeping peacefully in my bedroom, but then I hear some noise from the kitchen, which broke my sleep. Without thinking twice, I started walking towards the kitchen because, as far as I know, I don't have anyone, no bodyguards, no maids, and that's why. Trying to open his eyes properly. Huh, yeah, as he responds, and finally open his eyes properly, he realized that it's you. Suddenly, his eyes widened in shock. Oh, why? And you, without saying another word, he quickly left the kitchen. His reaction make you cackle before you continue with your work. One, he is really so cute. After a lot of hard work, you finally finish making breakfast for your husband and place it on the dining table while waiting for him. While looking at the dishes, I hope he will like it because this is the first time I work this much hard for someone. As you speak about the breakfast, a memory suddenly flash in your mind. You had once made the same kind of breakfast for your BF. While thinking about him, tears become visible in your eyes. Just then, someone enters the bedroom. Notice the sadness on your face, making him feel sad. It was Taehyung. He doesn't say anything and just look at the table where so many dishes are prepared. Seeing you lost in thought makes Taehyung feel sad because he knows he can't give you the happiness you truly want. Taehyung, when I'm going to the office. After saying this, he turned to leave, but you quickly stop him, wanting him to have a breakfast with you. When getting up from the chair, walking towards Taehyung, please eat breakfast first, then you can go for your work. Taehyung coldly, without looking at you, no, I don't need to eat anything, and from now on, don't make any kind of dishes like this because I don't like it when someone starts taking care of me. I'm capable of taking care of myself. You are about to stop him, but without listening to you, he walked out from the room. While looking at the breakfast, why did he leave without even tasting anything? Does he don't like it? Or maybe he is upset with me. While thinking like this, you sat on the chair and were about to eat, but your mind and heart didn't want to eat the breakfast. A few minutes later, Taehyung is sitting on the chair, his head resting on the table, lost in deep thought. Suddenly, someone opens the door to his office and starts walking towards him, but Taehyung doesn't notice. Someone ruffling Taehyung's hair. Hey buddy, why are you look so tired and sad? Did something happen? As soon as Taehyung heard the familiar voice, he immediately recognized the person. Without a second thought, he quickly get up from his chair and looking at that person, Taehyung with a bright smile. Oh Bunny, you are here? Jungkook with a pout. Don't call me Bunny, I'm JK, the biggest director in Korea. So give me some respect, Tiger. Taehyung, oh Bunny, I think you forget that I'm also the next CEO of Kim Industries, so you should respect me too. And don't call me Tiger, Jungkook, huh? Otherwise, Taehyung and Jungkook have been friends for a long time. After not seeing each other from years, they finally meet to each other and start talking with each other. After the 3 years, he has finally returned to meet Taehyung. Their conversation is filled with laughter, old memories, and stories. Time skip to the night. After making dinner for both of you, you finally sit on the sofa waiting for him because you know he might not have had time to eat lunch or breakfast due to his workload because he had already taken a lot of holidays for wedding preparation while continuously keeping your eyes on the main door. Why isn't he come? I know he was a little rude this morning, but I have to ignore it. Work can make a person act like this. You hear the front door open. Quickly get up, heading towards the living room. Taehyung walk in. While looking little tired, you give him a small smile, hoping to start a conversation. When you are back, I made a dinner. Would you like to eat now? Taehyung, I already ate. Van blinking in surprise. Oh, but I wait for you. Van, you don't have to wait for me. I never ask you for it. His word make you sad. And while he noticed it, Taehyung, I know because of my behavior you are becoming sad, but I'm sorry, I didn't want to make you sad. As for the situation, I will handle it quickly and try to give you back the love that your dad didn't approve. His word make you sad, but you try to ignore them. Ryan, Taehyung, why are you talking with me like this? I am trying to Taehyung, trying to what? Play the perfect wife. You don't need to be take care of me because I am enough to take care of myself. Now I am going. Ryan, I know, but at least we are trying to be perfect for each other, and I don't want you to be sad because of me. I don't want to see sadness on your face, Taehyung. Angry, who are you to take care of me? We both know this marriage was arranged by our parents for the business purpose. After saying this, Taehyung is about to walk away, but your words make him stop. Ryan loudly, I didn't want to see problem and sadness on your face, and that was the reason why I just want to make you happy and be the best wife of yours. That's why please give me a one chance, Taehyung. I can't give you a chance because I don't want any stupidity like this. Without answering your question, Taehyung quickly walked away from there without looking at you. While you become sad because now Taehyung is starting to ignore you. Why aren't tears falling from your eyes? Why did I agree to marry him? Otabo, after that day you gave your best to talking with Taehyung, but he always behaved rudely with you and ignored your presence. And what's true? He only received message saying that no one had seen him since your wedding day. Meanwhile, you start to thinking that Taehyung didn't like you. Or maybe he has the tension of companies. Workload every time he refused to eat the meals you prepare, you manage to convince him by mentioning his mother's name, whom Taehyung scared and loved the most in this world. Because of this, you will sometimes convince him for having dinner and breakfast with you, Poland. 6 months later, Ryan sitting on the edge of the bed thinking about Yura. I hope he will be fine. Yura is the one you love the most. He was just a simple employee at your dad's company, and his religion wasn't the same as yours. Unlike your dad, who only value money, respect, power, status, his position as the top businessman in Korea. You pick up your phone from the side table and open your photo gallery, which is filled with a picture of you and Yura. Ryan, tears falling onto the photo, voice trembling. I'm sorry, I didn't want to leave you. I'm sorry, I can't forget you, my first love. I try my best to forget you and give chance to Taehyung and this marriage, but my heart always say no, because you are still in my heart. And he also doesn't talk with me nicely, which make me more annoying. Ryan, I don't know what to do to find happiness. I'm so lonely here. You start crying while hugging your phone. Otabo, you are trying your best to hide your emotion from Taehyung and everyone else, but sometimes you feel lonely and sad because of Taehyung's rude behavior. That's why you cry whenever he was going to business. Taehyung, what is this? I ask for information, not excuse. Angry, Mr. Kang. I'm sorry, sir, but haven't been able to find him. Taehyung, I have been hearing this for the last 6 months, and you still haven't found him? Taehyung looks furious and frustrated with his staff. For the past 6 months, he had assigned them a specific task, but they still hadn't completed. Taehyung, I still haven't found him. He was about to getting more angry on the staff, but someone hold his hand. As he looked up, he saw Jungkook. Jungkook, I had just come here to meet my best friend and say goodbye before leaving for Paris for my next shoot. But as I entered his office, I saw he was getting angry on the staff. Jungkook holding Taehyung's hand, speaking softly. What happened? His words were become silent when Taehyung suddenly start crying. Mr. Kang stood there, shocked as Taehyung's crying. Jungkook patting Taehyung's back, trying to calm him down. Tiger, calm down. Jungkook glanced at Mr. Kang, who was standing there with visible fear on his face. Jungkook signaled him to leave the office and Mr. Kang obeyed without hesitation. Taehyung, crying, I'm really stupid. Jungkook, Jungkook, what nonsense are you talking about? You are never speaking like this way. Taehyung, tears falling. I didn't take care of anybody. I'm so stupid. I couldn't give her the happiness. Jungkook was shocked. This time he could tell Taehyung was going through something really difficult. Instead of asking more questions, he decided to calm him down first. Taehyung, I'm just thinking about Ryan. Otabo, now without saying anything more, Jungkook focused on calming Taehyung. Once Taehyung finally calmed down, Jungkook was about to ask him what was wrong. But before he can, he started to explain the condition and problem, which was around Taehyung. In the past, Taehyung was on his way to meet his fiancée at her mansion as ordered by his father. Unfortunately, on that same day, you and Yura had also gone to meet your father to seek permission for marriage. As Taehyung entered, he overheard the conversation between the three of you. After that, he wanted to break off the engagement with you, but his father did not support his decision, while your father was also convinced him. And that time, Taehyung's company was suffered a significant loss in a share price, and that was the reason why he accepted your dad words, and also he respect your dad. He never go against your dad order because he start to consider him as his own father. The end. Taehyung wiping his tears with a tissue, and I also fear that my problem is really so big and I don't know what to do. Taehyung looks tired from facing all his problem alone. Jungkook felt sad for him, seeing how sad him in this situation. Jungkook smiling with tears in his eyes, showing care to Taehyung. Taehyung, don't be sad, I am here for you. I will help you in every situation, so stop crying. Jungkook's words truly comfort Taehyung. He was really feeling happy while hearing Jungkook's word, and smile lay on his face. Taehyung, thank you bro, Jungkook nodding, but why did you hide all of this problem from her? Taehyung, turning towards the table where two photo frames were placed, one of you and one of him, both from your wedding day. I don't know why, but at that time I just want to keep this hide from her that my company is going to lose. Instead of profit, she will become feel sad and tension for me and my company. Jungkook getting up from the sofa, walking towards where Taehyung's gaze was fixed, bending down to look into Taehyung's eyes that are good. I think my friend is starting to taking care of someone, teasing Taehyung, looking away. I really don't know, I just want to see a smile of happiness on her face. That's it. Jungkook understand. Jungkook can clearly see that now Taehyung is starting to falling for someone. His wife. Otterpo. After sharing his problem with Jungkook, Taehyung felt a little better. Seeing his friend in tension, Jungkook decided to postpone his shooting to help Taehyung find the situation's solution. And for a lighter mood, Taehyung also started talking to you more nicely. Or sometime he was start to taking a route, but because of work overload. But you ignore it and just start to living happily with Taehyung. And now you both become a best friend. In the beginning, Taehyung was didn't speak with you properly, but slowly he started to talking with you freely. You both are starting to sharing your problem with each other and above. Few days later, why isn't he here yet? It's too late. You are waiting for Taehyung, who hasn't come home yet, and he's later than usual. A sad expression from your face because this had been a daily routine, waiting for him for a breakfast, lunch, dinner. But despite everything, you like it. You continue waiting, but suddenly Taehyung rushes towards you. Before you can react, he holds your hand and starts to running away from there. One shocked and confused. Hey, where are you taking me? We haven't even had dinner yet. Taehyung turning towards you with a smile. One just wait, a surprise for you. His word confused you even more. What does he mean by that? You glance at his face. There is a excitement in his eyes, something you haven't seen in a long time. Fine, Taehyung, at least tell me where we are going, what's happening. Taehyung, trust me, Vine, just a little more, you will see happiness. You want to ask him more questions, but you have no choice and have to trust on him. With each step, your curiosity starts to increase. A few minutes later, Taehyung stopped the car in a quiet street in a Seoul, making you shocked and confused. Why? Quickly looking at him, why did you stop here? Taehyung doesn't answer right away. Instead, he looked at you, his eyes filled with happiness. He signaled you to look outside. Following his gaze, you turned your head only to freeze in flesh. There across the street, walking alone on the other side of the road, is Yura. Sadness washed over as you show Yura and shock. Yura, he is here. You quickly turn towards Taehyung. Why? Is it real? Are you? Taehyung soft smile nodding. I know everything, Wayne. I know how much you love Yura, so now you don't waste your time here. Run to him, and this time please don't let him go. We are getting divorced. Hearing those words from Taehyung make you happy. Without another second of hesitation, you quickly going out from the car. Taehyung watches you, his expression unreadable. As he seems you reaching Yura, your face lit up with a joy. That's all he ever wants, right? To see you happy. Taehyung whispering to himself, I really try not to fall for you. Tears blur his vision as he lowered his head onto the steering wheel. Taehyung sob, I'm sorry, but I am wrong. I failed. His silent cries filling the empty car. He never wanted to leave you. Taehyung had finally found Yura. When he detective gave him the information, he hesitated at first. A part of him wanted to keep you by his side and want to spend his whole life with you. But he also knows that your heart is a Yura. You are just about to reach Yura, tears of happiness streaming down your face as you finally see him after so long. But suddenly someone approached from the right side of the path and walking by his side. Your step becomes slower as you watch Yura and that girl. As you hear that Yura say that girl a baby with sadness, tears start falling from your eyes. You step back, your vision blurry. It's just you are about to turn away. You hear their conversation. Girl, by the way, what are you doing now? Yura smirking. She is just another fool. Honestly, sometimes I can't believe how smart I am, right? When hearing your name from the Yura make you little sad and stop on your way. Girl, yeah, really. You are really so smart. Yura nods, while tears are still falling from your eyes. He is not only married to someone else, but he is also laughing. Yura, and you know my new GF's dad is just like Ryan's dad. I like that type of person who has a lot of power and money. Yura laughing loudly. It's such a easy game. His laughter feels like a happiness of the earth while you start to feeling sad. And your dream looks like a shelter. You are just standing there and hear their conversation. Yura and Van, she was really a beautiful girl, but before he could complete his sentence, you loudly called his name, grabbing everyone's attention, including Taehyung's. Turning at you, Yura started smiling, while you are looking angry with him. His GF watch you while you are starting to argue with Yura, who didn't speak anything and just hear everything you speak. But suddenly Taehyung comes and starts to angry on Yura. Taehyung looks really so angry, and because of crying, his eyes are red and ears too. His face is lit up puffy because of crying. Taehyung holding your hand, she is my wife. Taehyung hold your hand and start to walking towards his car. Without another word, he start to driving the car. Taehyung's eyes still on the road. Otherpo. After that day, you began to understand Taehyung a little bit. Meanwhile, Taehyung started taking care of you more than before. Taehyung fully support you in every decision which was made by you. He always respect your decision to stay with him as you didn't want to return to your father's house, knowing that his decision was right. Taehyung tried to convince you to meet your father and ask for forgiveness, but you never come there. However, as the time passed, after a year, you finally gathered courage to talk your father and let him forgive you. 2 years later, you are sitting on the edge of the bed thinking about your past, still in your mind. Fine, I don't know. What should I do? I can't make any decision. Can I accept everything or not? You are lost in thought when suddenly your hand occurred to the table. When looking at the hand, what happens now? You try to be normal, but suddenly your hand is starting to aching. Taehyung entering into the room. Ryan, do you know where my blue and red files are? As he turns towards you, he seeing your hand. He becomes shocked and quickly turns towards you. Taehyung tense. What happened, Ryan? Tell me. Your hand occurred to you anything? Ryan, yeah, you are right. But it's nothing. You try to act normal, but fear is clearly visible on your face. Taehyung tried to understand and tried to look around the bedroom. Taehyung, tell me, please, otherwise I will call to the doctor. Are you fine? Othapo, after spending time with you, he started to know about your single fear and how can you make you feel happy, Ryan? No, no need to call the doctor, please. Taehyung smiling now, good girl, and say, what happened with your hand? As you explain to him that how your hand occurred to the table and it get hurt. Taehyung sitting beside you. You are sitting here calmly. I will take medicine for your hand, okay? You nod while Taehyung quickly run out from the bedroom. After a few minutes, he quickly ran into the bedroom while holding first aid box in his hand. Taehyung held your hand and start to applying the medicine on your hand. Taehyung trying to making you happy. I don't know why, but I can't believe that you had a BF in the past days. As you hear these words from Taehyung, you quickly open your eyes and just looking into his eyes with angrily. You were about to say something, but suddenly you realize that he was intentionally saying this to you because he just want to make you happy. So you softly speak up, thank you, Taehyung. Taehyung, no need to thank me. When this is the right time to find his love is true for me or not. I just hate you, Taehyung. You can clearly see sadness on his face, but he tried to smile while hiding his tears. Taehyung, it's okay. You know I always find my happiness in you. If you are happy without me, then it's okay. Taehyung is about to look away after saying this, but suddenly you speak up. 143 Taehyung, Taehyung, really as you know. It makes Taehyung happy and he quickly started dancing and singing in front of you, making you start laughing at Taehyung. I can't believe that you love me. Run loudly. How many times I tell you I love you? The end.